Hi everyone, and welcome back to day 20 of Christmas in September at Stamp with Anna. Today is the second day. We're going to be using the Santa Sleigh bundle. And this is the stamp set. We're going to be using the tree, the Merry Christmas wishes, and the little star. And it comes with Santa Sleigh thinlits. We can cut out just about everything that's in that stamp set. And today we're going to use the tree and the star. And what we need for paper is a piece of cherry cobbler, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then I have a piece of Whisper White, 4 by 5.5. Then I have a piece of garden green, just enough so that I can stamp and punch out 3 of the trees. Then I have 2 little strips of paper. This one is crushed curry, and it is 3/4 of an inch by 4, and a piece of Whisper White that is 1/2 inch by 4. And we're just going to use that to make our bottom. Now, when I stamp my star, I'm going to stamp it right in the center of that so that I don't have to get a tiny little piece for that star. And what we need for embossing folders is Softly Falling. This embossing folder is great for winter cards. I just love it. And if you hold it this way, you get lighter snow on the top and it's gathering on the bottom. Or you can hold it this way and you're having a lot of snow coming down. So I think this is really a great investment. So what I'm going to do is I want light snow on the top and a lot of snow on the bottom. So I'm going to position mine towards the bottom here. And I'm going to go run this through the Big Shot. And I'll be right back. Okay, here is my embossed background. I just love that. Isn't that pretty? I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to bring in my Pierce mat because I'm using photopolymer stamps. And the first thing I'm going to do on my garden green, with garden green ink, is I'm going to stamp 3 of the trees. And because it's a large stamp, I'm going to bring ink to stamp. So I'm going to put 1 here. I'm going to stamp it up again. And I'm going to tip it this way so I don't have to use as much paper. When you're making a lot of Christmas cards, you need to figure out a way that you're wasting as little as possible. And then this one right here. Okay. I'm going to put that aside. And the next thing I'm going to stamp is my little star in crushed curry. And like I said, I'm going to use this little piece of crushed curry and I'm going to stamp this right in the center. And then also with my crushed curry, I'm going to take my strip of Whisper White and I'm going to stamp my greeting right in the middle of that. Turn that over, get a little smudge on that. Okay, let's center that up. And there we go. All right, that's all the stamping I have to do. Now I'm going to go over to the Big Shot again, and I'm going to cut out my little star and cut out my 3 trees. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with all of my pieces. So now all we have to do is put the card together. So the first thing I'm going to do is attach my greeting to my crumb cake. You'll notice I have 2 stars punched out here. Well, that's because I punched my first one, and by the time I came back to my desk with all my other stuff, I dropped it and couldn't find it. So I had to do another one. So there's my greeting. So now I'm going to attach my trees. And I'm going to put some snail. Actually, I think I'm going to use my glue pen. I'm going to attach the two side ones first. Right about here for one. And here for the other one. And I'm going to take my center one and I'm going to put some dimensionals on that one because I do want that one to stand up nicely. And I'm just going to run some along the center of the tree. I'm going to cut this one in half though so it doesn't stick out. Probably should just use a mini one for that. Alright, I'm going to put half of it there and the other half I'll just put right there. And now I'm going to center this one. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit because I want it to be offset from the other ones, but I'm going to just double check here. Okay. Now with a glue dot, I'm going to attach my star to the center tree. Straighten that up a little bit. I'm going to attach my greeting. A little bit of red on that. I'll have to fix that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is come in with some jewels, and I'm going to put a tiny jewel on the star and 3 on either side. Actually, I think I might just do 2 on either side of the greeting. Oh, I'm really mad about that little smudge. I have ink on my hands. And I wasn't even using red ink, so how did that happen? So now I'm just going to attach this to my card base. And there we have it. I do have this little eraser I picked up online. I don't know. Now it's a test to see if it works. They say it takes off little smudges. Oh, it does work pretty decently. Look at that. And it's called Sand Eraser from Tombow. And it says for ink. I picked it up just because I said, that's worth a try to see if it works. And it does. All right. Anyway, I digress. Here is day 20 of Christmas in September. If you have any questions about this project or any of the products that I have used, please contact me through my website, through my blog, www.stampwithanna.blogspot.com. And I hope to see you back here tomorrow for day 21, the last day that we'll be using this stamp set. And I'll give you a hint. It's got lots of glimmer. See you tomorrow.